Welcome to Kansas Farm Guy. Hit that like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all. I just finished loading up my new service truck. Part of a land deal. There's door sticks. What the hell? Oh my! Put that back. Yeah, 1,900 liters of fuel versus the 800 gallon little portable thing I got that I was loading in the back of my truck. So I got the truck and this Asa onion harvester does 3 rows instead of 1, and puts it all into one windrow. So I'm thinking that's going to help. I don't know. We'll see. Paid, runs about 45. So between that and the truck and the land I think I got a pretty good deal. So let me open up my PDA here and I'll show you what's been going on the last couple of weeks. So we got this field planted of grass. I got this, we logged off this area and this area over here by the mill. I originally bought this plot, and then Mr. McFinnly, who's was my direct neighbor to the east, contacted me about buying all of these properties, because I had bought this piece of ground and this piece of ground that were for sale. And he was interested in selling these this one, 17, 19, 15, and 16 to me, as well as his old farm plot here. Because he moved up here, because he owned all this land up here. And so he was kind of tired of fighting back and forth, driving everything. And he's getting old and he just wants to be in one spot. So he wanted to consolidate and just focus on this area up here. And he was kind of tired of all the traffic and having to get people getting irritated at him for holding up traffic and whatnot. And of course, I'm not such, I don't really care. But so anyway, we made a deal. I bought all this property with the this area right above 14 and below 15 here that you kind of see. It's grass, kind of the upper edge of 17, upper left edge of 17 there. Well, dang it. So I had bought that. Well, actually, I had bought that patch, and then this came up for sale. I bought that. So with the money I made for logging the bottom part of 15 there, which is now a grass field, and the money I made for logging off this unplanted portion of 17, that's just a pain in the ass, or 72, I had quite a bit of money. So I had enough to buy all this place, and I was kind of hesitant at the price, and he said he'd throw in the service truck and that onion harvester because he was getting out of the onion business. And he had already sold off his onion, picks up the windrows. It's not a harvester, but it might as well be a harvester, but it picks up the windrows and then you dump it in the truck or trailer. But he had already sold that off, and he had this 3-row windrower / pickup that he had, and he said, I'll throw those two in if you give me the land price. And apparently the house here was getting old and the roof leaked, and he didn't want to put any money into it. And the house over here was better and a little bit bigger. And he had a 2-car garage. He said his wife was tired of getting in and out of her car in the rain, and the little bitty garage just didn't fit their vehicles, her car. It was tight squeeze for her, and so he just kind of thought he'd migrate up here when this place went vacant. It was being rented, and his renters moved on, and so he refurbished the house and said, "I'm moving everything up," and there was already some silos and whatnot over here he'd owned, but he hadn't really used much of it. There's a cow barn there. Bigger barn than the dairy barn that's down here. So he came out, he decided it was a win-win to move up there. So he moved up there. I got all the land down here, so now I own everything down here, which is good. Because now we can plant some corn. I was going to plant this little piece down here we harvested off at 72. I was going to plant that to grass, but I think I got enough grass tracks. Also, I have, I wouldn't say lease rights, but over here at the industrial park, we got a verbal agreement that I can mow and hay it, as long as it doesn't interfere with the refinery, and anytime the city wants to put industry in here or sell a plot for industry, my loss. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's free grass. So I think between all this, I'm okay on the grass. We'll see how much hay. I don't need a lot of hay. I kind of do, but I think between these I can cover the sheep and what hay I need for total mixed ration for the cow barn. So we'll just have to see. If it doesn't, I'll have to convert one of these other ones to grass. But for right now, it gives me some options. We're going to plant corn in 15, corn in 70, and corn in 19. I'm going to plant 14, 13, and 12 into sorghum, and 8 and 11 into rice. So we got a big patch of onion here that we're going to plant. The onions seem to pay off. I made about 45, almost 50 some thousand on the last batch of onion that I had, which was this little field over here, these two little fields over here. So not as big, but I don't know. We'll see. This is planted onions, so between this field and this field, I think I got more. Yeah, should I just tell you? That's 6.1 acres. That's 4, so that's a little over 10 acres. This is 6 and 5, so it's about the same. So I think I'm okay. But I got this big field of soybeans, so I can plant sorghum in these 3, rice in these 2, and corn in these 19 and 15. So I think I'm in pretty good shape. Still been doing contracts. I've been doing a lot of hauling contracts. So I'm just kind of farting around in the shed while it's raining. We really can't do anything. I was going to move that in the barn, but I think it's alright. Ain't hurting. It needs washed off anyway, so yeah. And still got my boat out there. I haven't taken it out, but I might take it out next week. We're kind of at a standstill. We got everything fertilized, ready to plant, so we're just kind of waiting for April to hit so we can plant the sorghum and the rice and the corn. All happens to be coming planting season. It starts in April, so that's kind of what we're waiting on. Other than that, renters are happy. Jump on the service truck. Drive over and show you. I had a big discovery. I'll show you this because it's kind of cool. I'm gonna move those pallets. So my renters up here have been great. They haven't hardly for a lot of stuff. They've got some people coming in. Oh crap! I just knocked over my fish. Damn it. Are you kidding me? Now I'm stuck. Ran over the boxes. Damn it. I need to come over and pick those up. Shit. I always drive over here and forget about that place. Alright, so anyway, when we were logging this off, we discovered some old, I don't know where these folks are. They're out here wandering around. We discovered some old Scottish swords and chainmail, and I called the archaeologist guys, and they came out and discovered that this place had a wall around it, and so they recreated the wall as it was except for the front wall. They left that open. It actually extended out, so there was apparently another building off over here to the right, but it's gone. They didn't find any traces of anything, and then they let me till my field up, redo my field, do my field. But they did find some artifacts in here, and they declared it a national historical site. So I had to put in a little parking spaces, and now I get a small fee. And then I had some renters move in over here, got a hold of me and asked me if the place was for rent. I said, well, yeah, it's not in good shape. So they said, if we pay for everything and fix it up ourselves and eat the cost, will you give us a break on the rent? I said, yes, I will. So they fixed it up. It's got some livable, got electricity in it. They even put got cable run to it, so they got cable TV. But this is an old McFinnly place. Roof shot, leaks. Unfortunately, I can't tear it down because it's declared. It's not on the historical list of historical sites. They are considering it historical, so I have to leave it up. So my options are to fix it up and re-rent it, or just let it sit and not let it get any damage, more damage than it is. So I got some dudes coming to at least fix the roof leak, so we'll see from there. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this place. It's got this shed here, little grain silo, and bulk grain storage, and miscellaneous crap over here. Old fuel bucket. It's got this grain storage does work, so that's a plus if I need more green space. It's got a trench silo, but don't really need it because I got my big blue staff silo over there, the permanent silo. And then the cow barn. The shed ain't much to look at. There ain't much in here. I mean, I can park something in here if I need to. The work table. Like I said, there ain't. Got a little. I'm not real sure what he used it for. It's gas-powered engine. I don't know if he used it for heat or for electricity for in here. What he did, I don't see any wires running anywhere. I haven't really played with it, but yeah, I could put something in here if I need to. Gives me a little bit of storage space, and then I could put some stuff down here if I want to. I don't know what I'm going to do about the cow barn. I'll just leave it for now. Maybe I can lease it out. I don't know. I might just find somebody who wants to lease this whole farmland farm operation for cows, but I'm not giving up any farm ground. So I doubt I can find anybody to lease any of that. But anyway, I was after the ground. House and everything. Buildings are just kind of a bonus. For lack of a better term. So yeah, we got grass in here. I did find out what this old spot with the barrels was. This used to be an oil well here, but it didn't produce enough, hardly any oil anymore, so took the jack out. I got the mineral rights when I bought the land though, so if we discover any more oil, we can certainly put a jack in. Oh yeah. These guys are great. She brings me pies and cakes. Super nice lady. Super nice lady. So the little lady and her husband he's a retired fisherman. Told him next time I take the boat out, I'll give him a holler and he can go out with me. Oh yeah, that's where we're at. Leave the lights on. Yeah. Waiting for the rain. Part of life as a farmer. Wait for the rain. Alright, well, that's what's been going on. See you later.